Good morning. He'll be here soon. Let me tell you what I know. I know that in the middle of the night, around 1 in the morning, Divine Masculine had some challenges. There's a quincunx, so that's 5 points, 4 rectangle, 1 in the middle. And that is actually not a harmonious configuration. So that happened around 1 a.m. And then there was a harmonious interaction with the moon and Saturn, which is kind of cool because we were just talking about how Taurus, the moon was in Taurus, and my Taurus is in Saturn. So around 1:30 in the morning, that happened. The moon had a harmonious engagement with Saturn. That's the work and doings of things. Not a good time, Eastern Standard, to get much done, but that shifted. And then the moon also sextiled Neptune around 2:30, which is interesting because Neptune is the place where dark things are kept. So could have been an interesting dream evening. And then the moon trined Pluto, another dark place, and it got square with Mars. And then the sun got square with Neptune. So by 4:30 this morning, things should have felt like you woke up to nothing new. But a lot happened. And another one of those a lot of things happened is that the moon shifted into Gemini. And that happened last night at 10:56 p.m., at which hour, this is Eastern Standard, at which time I was sleeping. So I don't do readings at night typically. Doesn't mean that they won't happen if I wake up and I'm called to do it, but it's a matter of routine. We get up in the morning. We wait for the horse to come. So we'll do that. Let's wait for the horse to come. And I'll shuffle the cards. And we'll think about what we're talking about today, which is that Gemini moon. Interestingly enough, our horse is a Gemini. Gemini is the first order of air. Air, we see them as swords, typically in the tarot cards. And they represent thinking and spirit, things that easily move by spirit. Gemini is first order, so it's a little untamed, much like the horse. He'll be up soon. I'm surprised he's not here yet. Let's keep shuffling. We're not here yet either. Oh, there we are. We are 10 of Cups. We are 10 of Cups today. Satiety. Well, that would be nice. Emotional cup fulfillment. I like that. So that's where we're at. You feeling your cups full this morning? Fuller? Mine actually is. No, going through something, so I can feel this fullness too. Even though I'm going through something. So it's there for all of us. Remember, this is a collective reading. Here we go. It's a collective reading. It's not for anyone in particular. If it makes you uncomfortable, it doesn't mean it's not for you. But it is for you to discern what is and what is not. And we have the Ace of Cups as the overarching problem or opportunity at hand. So, Ace of Cups, that's fascinating. That is a very high order of water. And I'm actually going to take a moment and focus on that. Ace of Cups. Female principle, love and happiness. Emotional integrity and harmony, the Holy Grail. This is the utmost state of emotional harmony and integrity. Careful expression of inner emotions, definitely. We're striving to show up our best selves in this reading. And that's by trusting our heart. And giving up resistance. Resistance is what always gets us in the way. Remember, life is a river. It's a river. It's constantly in flow if it's going the way it's supposed to. Rivers don't stop. You get stuck on a river. You get stuck on the side of the river. And then there's no flow. And getting stuck on the side of the river can very much look like resistance. It's not always resistance, but it'll create resistance. Things that you do that create resistance, and getting stuck is one of those things. So we want to get unstuck here. I laugh because just on the bottom of the deck, a little hint for us, we got a little Prince of Cups. So I don't want to read too much into this for us on my own experiences, so I'm going to try to be as neutral as I can and honor these cards as much as I can. I do love this deck, by the way. It is the Sun and Moon Tarot, and it is my go-to. You will see it in every reading because it's the, if I have none, if I have one, it is this. If I have two, it is this and another. It's that simple. I love this deck. So, air of water. This emotional desire and passion. It's attached to romance. But fear of intimacy and involvement. So, there's a character. I'm going to take this. I'm going to leave it, actually. I'm going to leave it in the deck, see if it comes back out. Because this was just, it was on the bottom. It was on the bottom of the deck. It didn't pop out. It'll be meaningful. If we see this Prince of Cups again, it's very meaningful. It's where air meets water, and it's probably a character, but we'll see. Let's see where it pops. So let's keep going. We have the Ten of Cups, us feeling pretty whole, sovereign, full, tended to. This can be in relationship to universe or with others, a combination. Our relationship with the collective is both physical and non-physical. And so this Ten of Cups is showing a fullness and a support in that regard. And that's how we're showing up this morning with the challenge of becoming our most sovereign selves. And I get back to holy smokes. Here's the Hierophant. Same position as yesterday's cards when the moon was in Taurus. And this is the ultimate goal. Still, the ultimate goal is still to become our highest spiritual self. And this makes sense, this pathway here. Okay, so that's our highest order right there. And I'm going to just do this real quick so that you can see them. This is the journey that we are on today with the moon in Gemini. I am surprised our horse hasn't shown up yet, but don't you worry, he will. Hermit's at the bottom of the deck. We might have been keeping to ourselves a little bit in this process. That's okay. It's okay. Let's see if he pops out again in a meaningful clarification way. Okay, so now I want to know what obstacles and tools. And so these come up together in a cluster. And it's for us to figure out which is which. That's always the the trick is to discern whether or not what we're being presented with is something that is working for us or working against us, or at least trying to get what we have in our deck working for us or for the common good, or whatever the intention is that's set. Be careful with our intentions because they are very strong, and so when you do them right, there's responsibility. With great gifts comes great responsibility. So let's see what we get here. I want at least 3 cards. And these are what's in our pocket. This is what's working for us and working against us. Let's see what we got. There we go. Whoa. We've got a 7 of Pentacles. So that's failure. So maybe we are feeling like we have not succeeded at something. Maybe we've lost. Maybe we're grieving something very, very big. Something that feels like we've let ourselves and maybe other people down. And that's huge. And again, this is in the working for and against us space, and it's doing both. And I just got, wow, it just spit out a bunch. It spit out a bunch. And I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them. We've got some similar cards as last time. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so this is fascinating. We're going to keep these. We're going to keep them all. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about these. Okay. All right. We've got the failure card that I told you about. And again, these are our blessings and our curses, the things that we've got working for and against us along the way. And we are holding a sense of regret and grief. And this is going to help set us free, but it also is a great, heavy, heavy, heavy burden. So we have the 4 of Swords, and we saw this yesterday. We saw this as part of a solution, that the solution in coming out the other side of a path that we were on, in part, was to find this truce. There's nobody to blame. There's no demons. There's no one to blame. It's us holding our own. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. Heavy the burden. The art of temperance may not have been working for us, or is. This is huge. This is a huge tool in our tool belts, this temperance card. And temperance, the ability to hold yourself in response instead of reaction. That's what the temperance card is about. And so we may have regrets with how we've showed up. And in that, there's you have to make amends. And the amends part of temperance, interestingly enough, is that when you have lost yours, the antidote is to find yours. And so it is definitely an asset in our tool belt. We came out of the entire reading yesterday as the Princess of Swords. This is discerning, thinking, being able to integrate our thoughts and our emotions and our earth practices, and to be intentional. And so this is us showing up in our own toolkit, which is beautiful. That's good. It means maybe we got something out of yesterday in terms of our experience with ourselves, and we're here. We're here ready for this new journey that we're on with the moon in Gemini. We had this card as well. The 10 of Wands. Oppression. Actually, we didn't have this one. We had a lot of wands, but we didn't have this one. And so this would be things that stifle your fire. Right. And the fire is important because it's your creative energy source. It is the spark of creation. I mean, that's what Aries is. And this is 10 of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy, but it's oppressing that pioneering spirit. And so this is not helpful in our tool belt. This energy is here and we need to acknowledge it and we need to work through it. It's likely with this tower moment. So I'm actually going to take this tower moment. I'm going to pull it down here because I do believe it's our next step where we go. And that's that through here, we end up with our tower moment. This is where you hold your stuff or you don't, basically. You know, like you'll never hit your tower moment handing over the power to somebody else. So this is yours. And this is the moment to see yourself. You will never be able to see another until you see yourself. So you might as well start here. And so this is experience with self, tower moment. It's a reckoning. It's a reckoning of all of this. And that's how we get to this. Well, we get to this through this. So now let's do some more qualifying while we wait for this horse. Okay. See what we got. The sun is up. And he has not come to see us yet. Don't you worry. The suspense. He's coming. Oh, he's coming. You're not going to miss the reading. He does often like when all the cards are out, though. Comes and checks them out. Oh, I see him out there. Oh, all his friends are out there. It's a horse lineup. Everybody's come to the fence line for the reading. Oh, that's cool. I might need to go out there sometime. I don't know if you can see them all the way out in the corner. Way out there. He's way out there. The sun's coming up. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, on our tower. Whoa, what just popped out? Princess of Wands. Okay. So that's with us in our tower moment. Let's see what she's trying to tell us. Birth of fire. Playfulness and enthusiasm. Willing to try new things. Confronting inner obstacles. Subduing the tiger signifies release from fear and obstructions. So in this tower moment, this is important because in this tower moment, we have to be willing to try new things. We have to be open to where we haven't been before and doing things we haven't done before. And we have to let go of fear. Fear is usually of being hurt, and being hurt comes out all kinds of different ways. There's all kinds of ways to be hurt. And the ultimate hurt is death, right? So fear is hurt. It's fear of being hurt. If someone you love is hurt, you hurt. And emotional hurt feels like physical. It becomes physical. So it's real. And so while we're in this tower moment, the key to coming out the other side is to be authentic with ourselves, to confront our inner obstacles, and to release ourselves from fear and obstructions. Obstructions that create resistance. I'm not going to tell you what those obstructions are. You have to look at yourself and ask yourself what you do that obstructs. I get defensive. That's my resistance. I usually have a good reason. It's not like it comes out of nowhere. But I get back to, you will always hear me as I talk over these cards and we're wrestling with our energies. No one's ever responsible for how we show up, except for ourselves. The real key to winning this game, to playing the hero's journey and winning, the real key to that is to stay in flow, is to release resistance, to honor acceptance, and to recognize that you have a choice to respond or react. Most of the time, we are not being eaten by an alligator. We have time. We have time to pause. It's not even throwing me a card while I talk. I'm still shuffling. I'm waiting for the message. Is it coming through me and not the cards? Maybe. So, it's important to keep ourselves safe. It's important to set boundaries. That's not being defensive. So that would be mine. My Princess of Wands moment at the Tower. What's yours? Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear if you've got anything brewing. There's a card. All right, so when we come out the other side, we have the Ace of Wands. Well, that sure is exciting. That brings us up over here. Energy, desire, spark of creation. That is Aries energy. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. 0 degrees Aries moon. So I definitely resonate with that energy. We come out the other side of this Tower, Princess of Wands moment, and boom, here we are with the ability to create, like spark of creation, passion. That's what's going to come for us on the other side of this. It has enthusiasm, but it comes with action. So it's not just about how one feels, it's about what they do. And that's real important. So let's pull a few more cards. Still no horse. He's going to show. He's got to show. When does he not come to the window? Does that mean finish the reading? I got a 10 of Wands. Okay. So then we're going to go through. That's the next challenge. 5 of Wands, sorry. We went from Ace of Wands, Spark of Creation, 5 of Wands is strife, Saturn in Leo, 5 of Wands, it's mid-range fire. That's Leo energy. And Saturn is work-related stuff. We were just talking about, we just had a Saturn moment this morning. So this will be frustration, conflict. There's going to be some confrontation and some reduced creative efforts. When you get lost, this will what'll get in the way. This can be a distraction. These are challenges to be met. And these challenges to be met can distract from this creative force. So let's see what happens on the other side of this. This is challenging. This is challenging. We're challenged to be impassioned with the spark of creation while also formidably working towards reducing frustration, working through conflict and frustration. Wow, that's tricky. All right. But I can relate. What's on the other side for us? What's on the other side? Oh, there it is. Prince of Wands. Wow, all this fire. There's all this fire. That's great creative energy. It's also passion. It's also heat and potential for anger, frustration. So we're definitely playing in a dangerous space here. We've got Earth of Fire. We've got playfulness and enthusiasm. So that's wonderful. Willing to try. Now that's the princess. We have her up here. Let's take a picture. Let's get back from this. This is who we're on now. We're on the Prince of Wands. We have the princess over here. She was part of our tower moment. When we come out, spark of creation, addressing conflicts, and this is, coming up with solutions. Being Earth is meeting us with the fire. This is air of fire right here. So a sense of adventure on the other side. So that's exciting. A rigorous approach to life, being helpful and assured. So after we go through this tower moment and we discover our own power And we come here with our spark of creation and we start to create the life that we want. And we do it with intention. And we do it by facing the flames, facing the fear. Then we get to come out ignited in a new sense of adventure, feeling helpful and assured. Well, that's exciting. The Phoenix Wand signifies transformation and spiritual growth. Well, that's a beautiful, beautiful outcome to that. I'm going to pull one more regular card. Wait for the horse. And I'm going to do an oracle clarifier. Four of Pentacles in the bottom. Interesting. We have got no earth. There's no earth. There's no earth in this reading. And we're in Gemini. Yeah, that's not surprising. It means in Gemini. There's no earth. Well, let's see what do we got here. Oh, goodness. We've got two things popped out for us, waiting for us on the other side. Both the Devil and the High Priestess. I'm not kidding. There it is. That's what's waiting for us on the other side. And if these are two sides of the same coin, I don't know what is. So, this is fascinating. This is fascinating. As a Scorpio, I'm going to tell you how I see this. I see this as integration. There are no good, there are no bads. We are all of these energies in this deck. They should all resonate to one degree or another with some part of our soul essence. And when I see the Devil and the High Priestess or the Hierophant, some other really high order spiritual being next to each other as an outcome, this to me indicates an integration, an acceptance of self. This is so beautiful because we are the positive and the negative. There is no actual judgment. Judging is for humans and maybe God. But the universe, which is not the same, universe, which is really ultimately in charge, it seeks understanding. And it does it through entropy and chaos. And it accepts all things. All things. It accepts, it doesn't judge. There's no good or bad. There just is. And we are essence of all things. And when we can see the things that we would call the Devil and the things that we would call the High Priestess, when we see those in ourselves and we take those and we accept them, and we say this is who we are and we know that, and we stand firm in our love commitment to that which we have come here to be, we then start to realize we are all of it, and we get to choose. I'm back to choosing how we show up. We get to choose which of these and how of these we get to show up with. So the Devil is the shadow. That's all. And the High Priestess is the light. And we need both. They're both essential to our beings. You can't even see the contrast of light without the dark. You see? And so integration is the process of contrasting our own traits, knowing them, and then realizing that when we integrate with the world, the great world out there, it's for us. Hi. It's out there. It's for us to choose how we show up. And if we respond instead of react, we get to co-create a bit. We get to co-create. We get to create possibilities. Like a horse out your window. Coming to bless the cards. You gonna knock the ball over? What do you think, Gemini? You ready for the reading? I want to pick one more card. You gonna eat the rocks while I do that? I'm going to eat the rocks while I pull one more card. I'm going to help. You want to pick one? I'm going to pick one. I'll pick a card. That one? He picks this one. This is the one that he picked. Yeah, he likes this one. What's it say? Wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Oops. Well, he's got the card now. You are a beacon for others. Well, that's an interesting card for him to pull. He knows things. But I do believe that when you go through this process, which the collective is all going through, it's part of our collective ascension. Integration.